Video games are a great form of entertainment. They can make you feel a variety of emotions. They can make you happy or excited. They can make you feel mad or even bored. Or they can give you an existential crisis. That was my experience with NieR Automata. Which, by the way, I'm going to let you know right now, I've been calling this game NieR Automata for over a year now, so I'll try my best to correctly say automata, but I might slip up and say automata and not correct myself, so if that happens, just imagine I said it correctly all the time. Going into NieR Automata, I didn't really know much besides people talking about 2B's design, which by the way, I'm just going to get this out of the way. 2B is canonically 328 pounds. I know most of you guys are not Chads or even go to the gym, so you have to come to terms with the fact that whatever you're thinking about isn't possible because it could result in severe injury or even death. Your options are limited, okay? But I did hear that it was a pretty emotional game, but I had my doubts because you're telling me the game with the android with the great butt is deep. You're telling me the game created by this guy
NieR automata T-shirt, NieR automata T-shirt, NieR automata T-shirt, NieR automata T-shirt, Square neck.
is deep and emotional? Well, yeah, it kinda was. In NieR Automata, you play as 2B along with her partner 9S. 2B and 9S are sent to a ruined Earth by their group Yorha to investigate strange machine readings or maybe even a chance of alien life form. NieR's ruined Earth is very aesthetically pleasing. The first area is just so cool to run through. There's all these vacant buildings with vines growing on them. It was just such a great way to start this game out. Okay, well admittedly I skipped ahead, because before you get to this part, the game actually starts on an oil rig, and you fight a bunch of machines. There's a bullet hell section, and then you fight a really big machine, and then 2B and 9S kill themselves. Which is fine, because their consciences are on a server, so they can be revived. But yeah, that was kind of an unexpected way to start a game off. Anyways, 2B and 9S land on Earth. Their task is to visit a nearby resistance camp to gather information. While walking around the camp, you're greeted with a pretty nice song. But it's when you leave the camp, when this moment just happens, where I just instantly knew I was playing something special. You just walk out of the camp, and you're just hit with it. When that happened, it really had me like,
oh my goodness, the beauty of gaming!
for real, that song was way too good for what was happening in the game. All we were doing was walking or running around this desolate town. Nothing special, but that song just hits differently. Truthfully, all the music in NieR Automata is great. Like, I don't buy video game soundtracks, but I would totally buy this OST. Hell, I would go full hipster and get this on vinyl. Anyways, as you progress through NieR's story, you'll visit many areas that are all beautiful in some kind of way. Things start getting weird immediately. Through the main quest and side quests. Oh, if you didn't know, this game is an action game that has RPG elements in it. Anyways, things get weird because the information that you have gotten from Yorha and what you're seeing isn't adding up. Machines are supposed to act like machines, but in the second area, you come to this cutscene of these machines in the desert. 2B and 9S go to this underground cave and find a bunch of machines acting like humans. They're doing things like pushing strollers and taking care of their young, but there wasn't any documentation of them acting like that. When I saw this moment, I actually kind of felt conflicted. I've been killing machines for a couple hours now, and now they seem so human. I kind of went like, they're like me for real. But then the machines went haywire and hit me with a two-piece, and then I died. I'm not really sure if that was everyone's experience, but that's what happened to me. Honestly, I got so caught up in this moment that I didn't even realize until the second go around of the story, because this game's story structure is odd, that there are just two machines clearly getting it on, and I really don't know how. I just didn't see that the first time, but I just didn't. In the same cutscene, a machine gets created out of like an egg, and what pops out is a pretty boy machine, and you fight him and then he leaves, and you go on exploring the world. After the desert, there's an amusement park where basically all the machines are friendly and want to attack you. They're just enjoying the park. You fight a singing robot. That boss fight is alright. You come across a village consisting of completely friendly machines, and you're introduced to the character Pascal, who's a pretty likable character. You later find out that there are two machine E-boys named Adam and Eve. Yeah, Eve is a dude in this game, just go with it. You fight them after finding out some plot stuff that I'm not going to spoil. I will be talking about spoilers later, since I feel like I have to justify the title of this video. So I have to talk about what caused me to name this video this way, but we're not there yet. After fighting Adam and Eve, you go to a forest and find a castle. You fight through all these machines in the castle, and then you fight an android called A2 who deserted Yorha, but why would she do that? Again, no spoilers until I have to talk about spoilers. And then you go to a flooded town and it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you come across a character named Emil. He's pretty goofy and he runs a shop and gives you good deals. Well, he says he does anyway. But yeah, that's basically the gist of the story of NieR Automata without spoiling anything. Now to the fun part. Okay, so usually I wouldn't do this because my audience retention time is so bad. But if you haven't played or beat NieR Automata yet, then this should be the point where you stop watching. I guess play this game, beat it, then remember about this video and finish it at a later date. Because now I'm going to start saying spoilers, because I have to talk about the ending of this game. Alright, here we go. So I beat NieR. I got all the 4 main endings. Everyone we played as is dead, everything is pretty sad and emotional. Then the credits start playing, and it's another type of bullet hell section. And I just thought, okay NieR, this is a cool way to do credits. Little did I know what was waiting for me at the end of this. So yeah, I'm shooting all these people's names who worked on the game, while 3 different versions of the ending thing play. But the more I play through the credits, the harder it's getting. Despite my best efforts, I just keep dying over and over again. And the game keeps asking me if I want to give up, but every time I say no because I'm not a quitter. But I just keep dying. But then all of a sudden, messages from other players start to appear telling me to not give up, so I keep trying. But I die again. Then I get a prompt asking me if I want to receive some help. And well, I felt like I was playing these credits for 15 minutes or something. So I said yes, and suddenly, what was one triangle shooting all these names on screen turned into many. Now me and all these other triangles are shooting at the names. The theme changes once again to have a choir background. Everything just feels really cool, and I beat the credits. I have to say, I feel this game's credits were probably the best experience I've had with credits in a game so far. My feelings about the end of this game are kind of mixed. I'm happy because the credits sequence was cool, but I'm kind of sad because these characters I was attached to are dead. But my feelings were about to get way worse very soon when the game asked me one question that is the whole reason why this video is titled this way. After beating the credits, your little flying helper, Pod 42, asks you a couple of questions. These questions start out pretty normal. He mentions how other users helped you out and whether I would want to do the same. Obviously I say yes, because the only reason I was able to beat the credits is because I had help. But then the game hits me with it. In order to become one of these helpful arrows, I have to delete all my save data. And I just sat there for a while, because I couldn't tell if this was a fake out or not. Because this game has been messing with me for basically its entirety, so I thought maybe this is just a prank or something. I remember hearing something about the game deleting your save file, but I thought it was just one of the joke endings, because this game has a bunch of joke endings. So I pulled out my phone and googled if this was real, and everything I was seeing is saying yes, it is. And I'm just stuck in this moment. I'm kind of freaking out. I was like Shinji Ikari in one of the last episodes of Evangelion. Mentally, I just turned into a crayon drawing of myself. I must have just sat on my TV screen for like 15 minutes or more. I just didn't know what the right choice was. I was just so conflicted. I wanted to become one of these helper arrows because I'm a good person and I want to help other players to beat this game. But deleting my save file, I just couldn't do that, right? But again, I only beat this game because other people sacrificed their save files for me. So I felt bad because so many other people helped me, but I couldn't do the same. I'm a good person, right? So obviously I should click yes and erase my save data. But I couldn't delete my save file because I'm a sentimental guy. You know, it's my game. If I delete my save file, did I even play this game? Honestly, it's kind of crazy to think about because this wasn't even a physical thing. I was holding on to a bunch of ones and zeros, but I still couldn't do it. So after just sitting there and stressing over this decision, I made the decision to say no. I was thankful for all the players who sacrificed their save data for me, but I just couldn't be that person. To kind of meme the situation, I guess my whole experience was I thought I was him. But strangely, I guess this game asks the question, would you sacrifice everything for a person you didn't know? And my answer is no, I guess. Like, I think I'm still a good person, but I have my limits. But man, what a deep philosophical question for a game to ask. Why the hell did Yoko Taro do this to me? Why did he do this to us? What is your problem, you Japanese moon man? But yeah, after clicking no, there was one more cutscene, and it seemed like everyone got rebooted. So I guess the game kind of ended happy-ish. But I was still left kind of traumatized a little bit. Like after turning off my console, I went to the bathroom and I just looked at myself in the mirror and just nervously laughed. Like honestly, I might have taken the ending a little bit too seriously, like maybe it wasn't that deep, but I felt so called out. Like for real, I had to take a break from video games for a day. Like I needed to start Persona 5 Royal, but I just couldn't because I needed another day just to process what just happened. Like my brain was just stuck on NieR Automata. But yeah, despite this game giving me an existential crisis, or at least something close to one, I really enjoyed my time with NieR Automata. This game was truly a work of art. I'd go as far to call it a masterpiece. A game has never affected me so much before, and I'm not sure if any game can affect me more. I didn't do everything in this game. I only put 50 hours into the game, but I had a great time playing this on my Switch. That's right, I played this on the Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty sure I played the worst version of this game, and it was still great. The game did hate waterfalls though, and one session of 9S's campaign did run at like 20 frames per second. But other than that, the game ran surprisingly smoothly. NieR Automata was such a great game. I haven't played the other NieR game, but my PC is old, but somehow I can actually run the game. So maybe in the future, I'll play NieR Replicant 1.22. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. But yeah, if you haven't played NieR Automata, I would highly recommend it. Though I kinda spoiled the ending, but I think I left out enough of the plot details that anyone can still basically go in blind, and all the big moments will still hit. So yeah, that was the video. Hopefully I have explained the situation well enough where the title isn't clickbait anymore, but I guess let me know if not, this still counts as clickbait. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I guess check out my other video essay type videos. Though there's not too many, I think as of right now, this is probably the best one, but yeah, check them out if you've got the time. Anyways, I've been Crazy Blood Monkey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.